Hi guys, today I'm here with a book review, and this is Tim Weaver's book What Remains. Tense, complex, written with flair as well as care, so says The Guardian. A David Raker thriller. The story is about a man called Colm Healy. He investigated a crime many years ago where a mother and her twin daughters were murdered. And this crime has stayed with him for the duration of his life. It has really bothered him because he was never able to do justice for these murdered children and mother. And so he has spent his whole life wondering about what else he could have done and trying to figure it out and trying to still catch who did it. But it led him down a path in life where he really couldn't take the pressure and the stress of it all. He began to drink, and he basically went on a downhill spiral after that. So we meet him then later on in life through the eyes of another man in the police station. And the story carries on from there again. This crime was not solved, so it was still an active case. So then the story takes a really sharp twist, and we are led down a completely different path, and only to be then later on in the story twisted back again. It was a complete thrill ride from start to finish, and I started this and ended it in the one day. Now, it is a very big book. I think it's 500 and something pages. Yeah, almost 600 pages. And it was probably the biggest book I ever read in one day, which, you know, goes to say, you know, how good it really is, because if it wasn't, I don't think that I could have carried on reading. It was intriguing. It was so intriguing. You want to know why this man killed this woman and her kids. Like, surely, what could she have done? Did she know the killer? It seemed like she knew the killer, but did she really? And then you have the details of the crime, and they're really specific and vivid, and you get a real sense of how incredibly awful the situation was that these policemen were looking at. And this is their job, but what a job it is to have. Then you get how it affected the policemen, and that sometimes you think it's part of their job, but in this case it really stuck with them, with the police that were investigating it. Like, they couldn't get it out of their heads, and it lingered there. And it's part mystery, part thriller. It's got so much going for it. The story is very well told. It isn't at all. There isn't a very complicated storyline. There isn't a huge number of characters. So the plot is very straightforward. So the pace is very quick, and it's very easy to just flick those pages past. And it was, the ending was brilliant. I was so happy, and I was worried after putting so much time into reading a book this long that the ending would let me down, but it was just as good as the rest of the book was, and I was really pleased with it. Now, this is the first book I've ever read by Tim Weaver, and I would definitely go back and read more by him, and future books definitely. This book is going to be published in October, and I received my review copy from the lovely people over at lovereading.co.uk, and I'll leave them linked down below. But if you get a chance, definitely put this on your TBR list, because it's definitely worth checking out. That's it for today, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.